Hey, this is Fred, your found footage fiend, with our latest review for foundfootagecritic.com, home of the world's largest database of found footage films and reviews. And don't forget to check out povhorror.com, the world's only streaming service 100% dedicated to found footage films. They're available on Amazon TV, Roku TV, Apple TV, Android TV, and Android Mobile and iOS. So check out povhorror.com for more information. And today, I'll be reviewing Last Ride, an Australian found footage horror film from 2011, written by Sarah Bishop and James Phillip, and directed by James Phillip. And you can currently rent this on Amazon, or if you are currently subscribed to povhorror.com, it's streaming on there for free. Alright, and this film has quite a bit of people. I think there's like a total of 8 cast members. We have James Phillip, Ivan Ford, Sarah Bishop, Victor Uwagbo, sorry if I said that wrong, Shalene Connors, Emma Law, Felicity Keep, and Adam Dunn. Whew. And really quick, if you don't know, the story follows a group of 8 friends who are on their last ride. Their friend Matt is currently having a newborn, I believe 2 months old, and it's his last ride. He's not going to be able to socialize, and I totally can understand that, so he wants to get one last get together and go on this little biking trail with his closest friends. But shortly after they start their trail and they start heading off, one of them happens to run over some sort of weird creature. They're not sure what it is. And shortly after, they start being picked off one by one. Shout out to Australian found footage horror movies. Heck yeah, man. There's a few that I've seen. There's one called actually Found Footage. There's The Butcher Possessions, The Tunnel, Lake Mungo, probably the most notable one. So here's another one to add on to the list. And hey, it's not a bad one at all. So let's talk about it. And of course, over here at Found Footage Critic, we're not going to give you any spoilers. We're going to be as informative as possible. And we're going to go over some likes and, the usual ratings. The one thing I want to note right off the bat, it's an unedited found footage film. It's like an hour and something long. It might be the first one to ever have tried this concept. It was filmed in 2011, but wasn't really released until this year, which is kind of crazy, but anyways, unedited, no cuts in it. This is from start to finish. The camera turns on and it's almost like shot in real time. So that was just hands down awesome. I gotta commend anybody that can do that. And apparently they rehearsed this movie, which is fucking smart. If you're going to try something in one take, of course you're going to have to do that. So that's just awesome. Shout out to the actors and shout out to all of their work, hard work and everything. It's a low budget, indie found footage movie, and it's effective. It's a good one. Also, I feel like if you're really into outdoors, trekking, things like that, this is going to be your movie, because a lot of it is basically once they are attacked by the creature and they split up and they get lost in these woods or this forest, whatever, they're trying to hike their way back and they're trying to figure out which route to take, if they should take the shorter way or the longer way, which is more dangerous. I don't know, but if you're really into outdoors, this is the movie for you for sure. Especially the beginning, because they start off on their bikes. It's all done with I guess he's the main guy. He's got a mounted GoPro on his helmet, and that's your point of view the whole time. It's his camera, and it was just uniquely made, I thought. But definitely a very outdoorsy movie, and it's one of the better aspects of it. I also recommend. This movie has really good sound design, but you to really get the full experience, you should watch this with headphones for sure. Because you'll be able to hear all the little creature effects. There's this one guy, and he's got speakers on his helmet. He mounted speakers right there. So there's music in the background. But when you have the headphones on, it's really cool when the guy is on your left-hand side. You kind of hear it all from one side. And then the guy will ride to your the right-hand side of the POV. And then you kind of hear it there. So it's really, really good sound design, I thought. I think my biggest dislike for this movie would have to just be, I'm going to be honest. So I feel like the second act just draws out a little too much, too long. I feel like it could just be a little shortened. It's not horrible at all. I just feel like, that's just probably my biggest thing. There was the second act where I was like, okay, is this gonna really be heading anywhere or not? But, eventually it does pay off. Another thing that not that I didn't like, but I know I'm typically harsh on CGI. I'm not too fond of it, but I would have preferred something for us to get this a really good glimpse of this creature. Anything would have been nice. They they're unsure of what it is. You hear like these growls, which sound really good by the way the creature design. But one of them goes, maybe it's a koala. Damn it, I wanted to see a killer koala, okay? Where's the CGI? No. But yeah, just in regards to the creature, it would have just been nice to maybe get a better glimpse of it, because you only really see it like one time in the movie. And other than that, it's kind of just like use your imagination, which is completely fine. And yeah, I mean, I really had no big, huge dislikes for this movie. Like, technically on paper, through the rating criterias, this is like a solid film, like 100%. It's very pure in the found footage aspect. There's little to no music. And if there is music, it's in the background. You know, like I said, it's on, somebody's got speakers mounted. It's not like in the background of the movie itself. There's no cuts. It's unedited. It's, you know, on paper, this is solid, and you know, it's a great watch. I definitely recommend it. But with that being said, let's get into our ratings. Reason for filming. I'm going to give this one a 7.0 because it's not, the camera is never brought up except for the very beginning when, you know, he's just getting a basic check to make sure it's on, the lights are on, and it's never brought up again, which is understandable because once shit hits the fan, the last thing you're going to be worried about is, oh shit, hold on, let me take off my camera and turn it off. You know, shit gets crazy and everybody just gets scattered, and from there on out, it's just a fucking matter of survival. Believable cinematography. I'm going to go ahead and give this one 8.5. You know, like I said, it's a mounted camera on a head. All the shots are not perfect at all. And that's what you're looking for, like when you're rating these type of movies. It's all raw. It's very raw shots. All the angles are just messed up. You know, the guy's falling a lot. And it just really helps, like, immerse you into the fucking movie. Found footage purity. I'm going to give this one a 9.5. Just like I said before. Unedited movie. No cuts. No music, no static effect, no third-party camera that isn't part of the narrative of the movie, no security cam footage or anything like that spliced into the movie. This is like this is legit. If I could believe this 100%, I could believe this if this was found and put on the news and people were just like making a big deal about this. This is how much it sticks to that found footage purity. Next category is acting. I'm going to give this one an 8.5 because honestly, they rehearsed this movie and it pays off with that rehearsal. I believe I was told they did it about like 5 times before they really, you know, let's fucking shoot it and record it. And the acting is definitely one of the better parts of the movie. You know, people are fucking confused, scared. There's a little subplot, like a little love triangle going on in the midst of all this pandemic, which is something else. But, you know, even then when they're arguing about this little love triangle, that was very believable, like straight up. So hey, shout out to you Aussie actors right there. You guys killing it. Immersion and realism. I'm going to give this one an 8.5. Like I said, from beginning to end, from the moment that guy turns on the camera, and I think it's solely due to the shot that we're watching it, like just because it's on a fucking helmet. That's so cool. But due to that, you're just sucked into the freaking movie. And last but not least, we have the plot rating, which I'm gonna unfortunately give a 6.5 because ultimately this is a very basic and generic plot. Luckily, there's a little subplot in there with this little love triangle that can kind of keep it interesting. But for the most part, it's a simple, straightforward, hey, a bunch of people are out in the woods and they're attacked and picked off one by one by a creature. But what makes the movie is the scenery, the acting, the shots when they're on the bikes, you know, the cool little practical effects they have, like with the blood and everything like that. It's very DIY, and shit, I hit my mic, sorry. It's very DIY, and you have to fucking appreciate that, though. That's one thing I love about low-budget movies, is that it feels like there's such an authenticity to them, and this is definitely one of those. And again, if you have a subscription to POVhorror.com, this movie's on there streaming for you right now, so definitely worth checking out. With that being said, I want to give a huge special thank you to Vito Marchese, who wrote our opening and closing theme song, Leave This Place With Me, performed by Kayla's Clone. And for more information on Kayla's Clone, you should check out their website at kaylasclone.com. And also, if you're enjoying the content here at foundfootagecritic.com, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. It would mean a lot to us here. We also have a website with tons of written reviews, definitely worth checking out. But as always, this is your... Damn, I keep hitting my mic. As always, this is Fred, your found footage fiend, saying happy spookies.